What's up, everybody? Kimberly Holson here, coming in live. I think I just sound like I said Holson. Did I? I was kind of losing my voice a little bit earlier today. I've been talking too much apparently. So I am coming in live tonight to talk to you about money. I think money is very important, and I really want you guys to treat your network marketing business or online business like the business it is. Let's just face it. A lot of people get frustrated. They don't think that they're doing well or successful because they're not treating it like a business and they're not really looking at the numbers. So I'm going to do my best to make it fun when we talk about numbers, but we do need to be talking about the business side of things as well. So we're going to dive in. I see that Missy's on here already. Hey girl. So go ahead and put 1 in the comments if you're watching this live. Put 2 if you're watching the replay. Put new if you're new to my videos and haven't seen them before. Welcome to my page. I appreciate the support. And put shared if you share this. You can also tag your teams. We want to make sure that they're also investing in their education, making sure that they're understanding how to decide how much money to spend on your education, and do you go ahead and buy that ticket to that conference. So I want to give you guys a little backstory. So you're always here. I just love you. So I started FitKim 7 years ago, which makes me feel really old. And I was just in it to win it, you guys. I was so determined. The main thing I wanted from it is I wanted something that was mine. You know, I didn't want to be working for somebody else. I wanted something that was mine, and health and wellness was my jam. And so it was a blog platform. And so I spent thousands of dollars on conferences and online courses. I went to Brendan Burchard's Expert Academy, and I did Marie Forleo's B School, and I did everything they said, and I was not successful. And I think the reason why I wasn't successful is because I put it all on a credit card, and I was so freaking stressed out about it because I wasn't making the money. Like, I really thought, okay, if I do everything they say, I'm gonna make my money back. And so I want you guys to be smart about it, and I want to teach you guys how to look at it from a business standpoint and make sure that we're being smart with it, okay? So the first thing is ROI is everything. So if you are taking notes, or you're kind of just like, I'm gonna play this back and watch it again. ROI is return on investment. So whenever you're making a decision, and this is what all entrepreneurs do, or business owners, what they do is when they're making a decision to spend some money on something, whether it be if they own a lawn care business and they think, okay, if I go ahead and upgrade and get the fancy weed whacker, I'm just making this up, clearly I know nothing about grass, then we could offer that as an extra service, and we could do an upsell, an upcharge to our customers. We're gonna make that money back. If it costs us $100 for that weed whacker and we can upsell and charge $50 more, we're gonna make that back or break even in 2 services. So that's called return on investment, your ROI, okay? It's everything. So when it comes to your network marketing business, or if you're doing something like a blog or something online, I want you to be thinking about your ROI. So if you're gonna go ahead and spend the money, so let's say you're gonna send out samples. You know, that's something I do for my company. I actually have an assistant now, as you guys know, and she sends them out, and she's a freaking angel out of the sky. But let's say you're gonna spend the money and you're gonna create a little package, and you're gonna send out samples. If you have a health and wellness company, I get a lot of samples from health and wellness companies because of my background. So let's say you're gonna mail people some protein packets or whatever, and you're gonna get some cute paper, and then you have to pay the postage for it. So let's say it costs you $5 to mail that sample out. Well, if you send out a dozen of those, that's $60, right? That can feel kind of frustrating that you're spending that money. Sorry, we have somebody stopping by to look at a table, which is hilarious because those people are gonna be on this Facebook and not even knowing it. But oh well, moving on. Thank God I have notes, or I would be totally ADD right now. So let's say you spend that $5 and you do a dozen of them, it's $60. You're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money, especially if you're a new network marketer or new to running your business. So this is the way I want you to look at it. Let's say you spend that $5 and that person does convert into a customer. I figured it out on the average person, if they order every 4 months, I think 3 or 4 months, you're gonna make about $50 in income from that person. So your ROI is very good. You spent $5, you made 50 bucks. Pretty darn good. Your profit is $45. That's awesome. And what you can do is even back it up. So you could say to yourself, okay, if I send out a dozen samples, on average, how many people convert? How many people order? Now, the tricky part is a lot of them don't order right then. They might order in 3 months, 6 months. So take it over a span of time, and you might say, like for me, my conversion I think is like 65, 70%. So I could say, okay, I'm sending out 10 samples, 7 of them will become customers. I'm going to make $50 off of each one. I'm going to make $350. It is worth it for me to send send out those 10 samples. Does that make sense to you guys? Put something in the comments so I know that that's making sense for you. Go ahead and put a little smiley face if that's making some sense. Another example is a giveaway. You guys know I do giveaways. It costs me money to do those. Sometimes, thanks. Sometimes I get products sent to me, like the planners that I've been giving away. I got all of those shipped to me for free because I've been endorsing her planners. It all happened naturally, but in her point of view is, oh wow, she likes my planners. If I send her some, she'll probably promote them. So it didn't cost me anything for that, and that's going to happen to you guys as you grow. I know you don't think it will happen, but it absolutely will happen. So as that happens, but if it doesn't, oh, I don't have any product to show you guys, but let's say you get, I have a perfect example. Let's say you get a promotional product that is free. So, hey, thanks for hopping on. So let's say your company offers something and you had a free product, or maybe as a new business partner, you earned a free product. If you turn around and raffle that off, it didn't cost you anything, right? But let's say it costs you $25 to do a raffle. So your whole goal of your raffle is to get more people into your private Facebook group. So let's say with your company, you have a VIP group, okay? So you've got your VIP group and you wanna get people in that group. You wanna expose them. You want them to know about your flash sales. You wanna put fun stuff in there. Maybe you do it live. You want people in that group. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a raffle. And I'll teach you guys more about this later, but let's say you do a raffle and it costs you $25. And let's say by doing that raffle and that giveaway, you drive 100 people into your private Facebook group. Do you think some of them are going to become customers? Absolutely. The other ones that don't, they could be a great referral for you. So you know you spent $25 on that raffle or that giveaway, but your return on an investment is extremely high because of the business that's going to come to you. You wouldn't want to give away, a iPad for maybe you're gonna do a promotion where you wanna get more likes on your business page, such as this page. I wouldn't give away an iPad to try to get more likes on my page because it's not gonna convert right then. That's not gonna be wise with my money to spend that on there. Does that make sense? And also to be remembering that it's getting you exposure. So if you do that giveaway and you get more people, you get in front of more people, you want that exposure. You want more and more people seeing you. Okay, number 2. How do you decide if you should spend money on books, workshops, conferences? The way I want you to look at this, you guys, is that kind of stuff is an investment. But this is one caveat I have, and this is because I firmly believe in the Dave Ramsey program. And like if some of you hopped on after I started, I was telling them I went thousands of dollars into debt from putting money on workshops and stuff like that. Online courses on a credit card. So my caveat is I don't want you putting on a credit card. I want you to use your business income. So if you're brand new, you just started and you're like, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't even know where to get started, and you've just started your business, go ahead and get a couple customers and just get started with it, start sharing. And as soon as you have a couple customers and you're starting to generate some income, go ahead and download the Audible app and start listening to some great books, you guys. I have a ton. There's a post we did. If you search books on this page, you're going to see a whole list of book recommendations. Start going through those one by one while you're driving or you're getting ready in the morning. Plug your earphones in, listen to those Audible books, you guys. Do that self-development. That is education. That's a very affordable way to get started. All my workshops that I do are super affordable. My boot camp is going to be more because it's a whole freaking program and it's small group coaching. But other than that, you guys, there's people out there offering great content that doesn't cost a lot of money. But what I want you to do is I want you to invest back, and I'm going to get into this in a second, but whatever you're spending on yourself, you guys, it's an investment, but I want you to do it debt-free, okay? I want you to think of it as an investment, but I want you to be smart with it and choose wisely with whatever money you spend. I know there's coaching programs out there and you might think, I gotta have that one coach. If it costs you a couple $1,000s and you're new, you guys, I don't recommend doing it. There are other ways to get to that level where you can write that check for a couple $1,000s because you've worked your way up in your business. Self-development is key. Okay, successful people do self-development. They do a lot of it. I was just listening to Rob Sperry. He's one of my mentors. He was voted #1 network marketer trainer in 2017, and he says that he read 100 books his first year, and now he reads 50 every year after that, and he's like doing pretty well. So that says a lot right there. Watch out for information overload though with all of this, because you've got to implement what you're learning. If you are just taking information and signing up for courses and workshops and you're not implementing, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to get frustrated because you're not making any traction, because you're not implementing what you're learning. So just a little warning, implement it. Marina Simona, she's my #1 mentor. One thing she taught me when we did a coaching call, she said, whatever I teach you, whatever you're learning from me, just pick one thing and spend a week implementing it. And then you can add on. So whatever you're learning from me or whoever else you're following, just try to really pick one thing to implement and implement it, get it down, and then you can build off of that. Don't try to do everything at once, but also don't get, information constipation or something, where you learn so much you just don't do anything. That's a dangerous thing with learning, because some of us, we just love learning. Like, I love learning. That's my favorite thing to do. I just love growing. I love learning. Probably my favorite thing to do is teaching, but second is learning. And I love it so much, but I have to remember that I have to implement it and put it into action, or what's the point, right? And you can feel it. Your body can tell when there's too much you're taking in and you're not implementing any of it, you get overwhelmed. #3 is keep your business profitable. And I did a whole video on this the other day, so go back and watch it. It was on Saturday. If you didn't watch it, I shared it from my personal page. It's like, there's like a red stop sign and it says business training or something. Anyways, go watch that. We talk about being profitable. But you want to be profitable, but you do want to invest back into your business. Your first year, pretty much, I recommend, and you can do whatever you want with it, but kind of my guideline is give that first year where you just give it your all, you learn, you invest, and unless it's like your livelihood and you have to use that money that you make from your network marketing business or online business, treat it like a startup. A startup is all about just like shoestring budget, right? You are just like in it to win it. You've got to figure it out. You've got to get through, and you've got to get in the green. So we want you to be in the green, but I really recommend the profit that you are making, what you can budget. And like I said, you have to decide what that looks like. Put it back, invest it back in yourself. Register for a program. Go to a conference. There's something so powerful about the energy in a room when you're with like-minded people, and it makes you feel good that you're not alone. Sometimes when you're doing network marketing, and if you're the only person of your friends doing it, you feel kind of isolated and you feel sort of like maybe, kind of question yourself. But if you go to a conference, you get that synergy and that energy, and you feed off of people, and it validates you. So go to a workshop, read a book, get on a program. I have all kinds of stuff like that too. So give it some time until you gain that momentum and you're making real money from your business. But don't be frustrated about how much you're making. Just really spend that first year, you guys, being a student of the business. Because and I'm going to talk about this in a minute on my personal page, but we expect to be overnight successes with network marketing, yet we know we're going to go to school for 4 years to get a bachelor's degree. It doesn't line up. It doesn't make any sense. So really buckle down and commit for 1 year that you're just going to go balls to the walls, excuse my language, but you're just going to be just working so hard at it, just learning, investing in yourself, because you are the best investment you can make. I believe that, and I hope that you guys believe that too. So a couple of announcements. I have my Facebook Live workshop is coming up a week from tonight, February 13th. It's open right now, and I'm going to, I think I have like 30 people in it, and I'm going to cut it off at 50. So there's room right now, no problem. Just put Facebook Live workshop in the comments. I'm going to talk about, basically before I learned about Facebook Lives, my views were about 60, 70 people, and now I get usually about 1,500 to about 2,500 views per video because of what I'm going to teach you guys. So we're going to talk about titles and content strategy, repurposing content, your video setup, what do you do after the live, how do you get good engagement, all of that. So put Facebook Live workshop in the comments, and I'll get you guys the link and you can register. And then also, this is new, but I am very excited. I've been working really hard on this. I am launching a 6-week Rock Your Business on Social Media boot camp, and it's going to be a 6-week small group coaching. So it's going to be small. I'm not going to have very many people in it because I need to make sure I can be there for you and manage the group. So it's going to be in March, and it'll be amazing. So I'm literally going to teach you everything I know about social media and how to build your business online. So put boot camp in the comments. I know a lot of you are already on the list for that, and I was just looking at the list because I add people to it, and I was like, there are a lot of people interested in it. Doesn't mean that they're all going to do it, but it shows that there's a need for it, and I'm really, really happy to share and serve. So like I said, I'm going to pop over to my personal page, and we're going to talk about something awesome. Can't be done, you guys. I haven't had many phone calls come through. I guess I'm just a text message kind of girl. Planting the seeds, tending the garden, and reaping the harvest. What I wish I would have known. Okay, so tune in on over my personal page, and we'll go over some really good stuff, and I get to use my new chalkboard. Just throwing it out there, little spoiler alert. Come on over and you can see it for yourself. Okay, thanks for hopping on, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.